Bitcoin reached another all time high, touching $90,000 per coin. Join me in this digital gold rush and why you cannot afford to ignore it. We haven't even broken through six figures yet, and if you zoom out, I anticipate much higher price targets in the long run. If you haven't already, please take the time to read the white paper. It explains everything. Bitcoin is a peer to peer electronic cash system. It's the first cryptocurrency ever invented. It removes the need of trusted third parties as well as prevents double spending to maintain integrity, as well as it is securely backed by hash based proof of work and the world's largest pool of computational power. Each Bitcoin is divisible by 100 million. So you can start anywhere you can, even if it's very small. If you're a zero point 0.1 coin holder, you're already in the top 6.5 percentile, and one coin is even better. These are targets that will be unobtainable in the future. The M2 supply showcases the debasement of our currency, why endless money printing in a fiat based system has eroded our purchasing power. We've been led to believe that cash value is acceptable and a dollar today is worth more than a dollar tomorrow, when it is an unreliable way to preserve your value over time. Therefore, it has had widespread horrible consequences on our society. Look up WTF happened in 1971. Ever since Richard Nixon and the 1971 Fiat standard was enacted, our quality of life has declined immeasurably, and you can view all these graphs that showcase that. Bitcoin is electricity currency. It's backed by energy, a natural element, something that occurs in nature that cannot be printed or created out of thin air. Bitcoin uses over 700 million terahashes per second as the Bitcoin network is performing transactions. This hash rate continues to grow because miners continue to invest into their application specific integrated circuits, their energy efficiency. The most profitable, efficient miners are financially and fiscally rewarded the best. Therefore, Bitcoin becomes more secure as these transactions take more energy to process, but every watt is worth it. As the value of Bitcoin increases, then the miners can then reinvest into their operations through a form of mutually assured preservation, maintain consensus and the integrity and security of the entire network. A 51% attack would be worthless because after 1 hour and $1.8 million, the Bitcoin network would be right back to where it was. Distributed nodes and ledgers would have a complete copy of how many coins belong to whom. So, therefore, the hash rate and algorithm SHA-256 ensure our security and our value is not going anywhere. Bitcoin's long term price performance every 4 years consistently reaches higher highs and higher lows. The volatility can be scary, but that actually decreases over time, as BlackRock has shown. We can know that a dollar cost averaging strategy and stacking is the way to go. El Salvador has been buying one Bitcoin a day, and their stash has just reached $500 million. They're obtaining financial independence and freedom by paying off debts from the International Monetary Fund and gaining their sovereign rights to conduct transactions freely how they wish. The Kingdom of Bhutan, a country known for prioritizing their citizens' happiness over their wealth, has also found a way to harness their excess energy with natural resources to mine Bitcoin, and that has benefited them both tremendously. Microstrategy is leading the charge in corporate adoption. In their recent Q3 earnings report, they announced their key performance indicator is Bitcoin yield. How much hard asset digital money that cannot be printed out of thin air do you have? They're trading fiat and paper backed money in the form of intelligent leverage, raising $42 billion to buy more. half equity offering and share dilution, but half using fixed income. But either way, they're increasing their Bitcoin yield over time. So that's why they're the best stock to buy right now. In terms of stand with crypto, we've just elected our most pro crypto Congress ever, taking the House of Representatives and the Senate with the majority of pro crypto candidates versus anti crypto candidates, as well as a president who spoke at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville this year. A Bitcoin Act proposed by Senator Cynthia Lummis would enact a strategic Bitcoin national reserve. This is going to be huge for our nation's wealth and paying off our national debt. Bitcoin is just growing. It's only $1.4 trillion when there's over $900 trillion in total global asset value. Bitcoin is the ultimate way to store and preserve your wealth in cyberspace that can transcend borders, and it will surpass gold, art, cars, and collectibles. Bonds, which are just government debt, money, just fiat on paper. Real estate can be destroyed or seized by military institutions. Meanwhile, the most peaceful, ethical form of mutual preservation of value and time and energy is Bitcoin, and it is just growing. The party's just getting started. Let me know what you'd like to see more of, and I'll try to deliver that content. Thank you for tuning in, and goodbye.